Hello.
This is Anne. Yeah, hi. This is Anne with. I'm trying to reach out for Mr. Michael Halper.
This is he.
Hi there. So I just want again to reach out. This is about a phone system. Yep. We wanted to ask if you want to upgrade to a better phone system that you're using in the office via
No,
VoIP.
thank you. No, thank
Okay. Okay, no problem.
you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless of whether that's AI or a real salesperson, there's a very easy way to improve this approach. And that is because the salesperson basically faced some version of the I'm not interested objection, and her or its response was basically, okay, no problem, have a nice day. Now, you're guaranteed to face the not interested objection very frequently. And what you want to do is you want to try to get around this objection at least 2 or 3 times before you give in and let the call end. An incredibly easy and effective thing that you can do almost every time you hear some version of the not interested objection is you can simply deflect by asking a question. And if we apply that to this cold call example, when the salesperson asked the prospect about upgrading their phone and the prospect said, no, thank you, the salesperson could very easily respond by saying, oh, I understand. If I could ask you real quick though, what type of phone system are you guys currently using? By doing this, this would help the salesperson to deflect away from the prospect's objection that they're not interested, keep the conversation going, and actually learn more about the prospect. And from there, they can ask another question, either a different question altogether or a follow-up question specific to the response the prospect just gave. Or you may ask a question that uncovers some very valuable information, and you could use that as a justification for talking more and go back to the close by saying something like, well, based on what you shared right there, it might make sense to talk more because we actually provide a cloud-based voice over IP phone system, and we work with a lot of businesses and help them to migrate from legacy phone systems over to a low-cost cloud-based phone system. But I've called you out of the blue here, so I don't know if this is the best time to talk about this. Are you available for a brief call maybe next Tuesday or Thursday morning where I can share some examples of how we've helped other businesses like yours to decrease the cost and headaches around maintaining and managing a corporate phone system? Hopefully you can see how helpful and important asking good questions can be. And implementing this tip is the same whether you're writing a prompt for an AI cold caller or writing a script or sales pitch for yourself, because all you have to do is create a list of good questions to ask. Now, you may hear that and think, I agree with that 100%. I need to ask better questions, but you still might not know what questions to ask for your product or service. Well, we actually have a sales message brainstorming process that will help you to create an optimum set of things to say and ask specifically for the product or service you sell. And I'll put a link in the description to a video that will take you through this step-by-step process. But if you're looking at this and thinking, I don't know if I can go through that for the product that I sell, or I simply don't have time or energy to go through this process, the really cool thing is that our software of Sales Scripter aligns with this step-by-step sales message brainstorming process. And we've actually integrated with AI, specifically ChatGPT, so that all you have to do is insert the product or service you sell and specify the target audience you're communicating with or trying to sell to. And the software will go through our sales message brainstorming process and use ChatGPT to do all of the sales copywriting for each of the steps. And it will create a set of features, differentiation, benefits, pain points, pain questions, and current state questions to ask for your product or service. All of these sets of bullet points are what we refer to as your building blocks. And the software then mixes and matches your building blocks to create a whole library of sales script. And you'll have a variety of cold call scripts that you could use for cold calling, or you could use these scripts as your prompt for the AI cold caller or salesperson you're trying to train and do cold calling for you. And so hopefully there's a tip or two in there that gives you some new ideas on how you can improve your sales. If you have questions or you want more information, the best place to go is salesscripter.com. Thanks for being here. Hope this was helpful, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.